Hey, YouTube and Facebook fans, how you guys doing out there? Well, I'm going to remind you, it'd be helpful for me if you'd subscribe to the channel. If so, go in there and ring the bell, and it'll notify you in case I post. And it's kind of important because I missed Saturday. So see, here I am. I'll probably end up posting on Monday morning. But yeah, subscribe, make a comment if you'd like it, like the or dislike if you don't like it, and share with somebody. This stuff's too good to let go. You gotta share it with people. All right. Anyway, so I just want you guys to know that we're going to talk about the house. I think I mentioned it before, but this year, 2020, is the year that this house has been in the Bay name for 100 years, which is kind of cool. Well, the siding that we have on it is vinyl siding now. So we've kind of updated a little bit. Tom before me, my brother Tom before me, and then now me. But so I'd like to go over what the siding looked like beforehand. Right now, it's kind of like a cream color, and it looks nice. I like it. I like it amongst all the green, yellow and green together. It works. But it used to be stucco. And for those people that don't know what stucco is, it's a form of plaster. Could or may be concrete. And but it's plaster. And then there for texture, like something's thrown into the plaster to give it texture. And it's really nice, as a matter of fact. The texture that was original to the house was plaster, and it was crushed seashells. It was beautiful. It really was. They had sparkles to it and all kinds of different looks to it, and it was really very beautiful. But anyway, so there was like a gray cast on the house, and then it had these sparkles thrown up on the side of the house. It's really nice. But now it's vinyl. It's like a cream color vinyl, like I said. But I happen to be like I was with Granny one day, and the man was working on the house. Well, what had happened is that moisture had gotten in behind the stucco, and it had bulged out. Okay, so Granny hired this guy to come in and like break away the bulged out and put in new plaster and throw on gravel. Well, as he was doing it, I was just sitting there watching the process. I was a little kid then, and I was watching him, and he had put on the plaster, and it's slats. Granddad actually had slats, and there was gaps in between the slats on the side of the house. Now, those gaps helped the plaster hold to the house, and of course, then you throw on the shells, and it sticks. Well, he was throwing on gravel. And I said, oh, gravel doesn't look that good. And he said, well, son, this is the stucco process. This is how you do it. You put on the plaster and you put on the rocks or whatever for texture. And he said, yeah, but I said, it doesn't look as good. Why didn't you use the same stuff? And he said, well, son, that's seashells, and that's expensive. And you know, the stucco doesn't have to be crushed seashells. It can be, anything for texture. But I said, but it still doesn't look as good. He said, well, your grandmother is on a fixed income. And, she doesn't really have the money for me to pay for all that, the crushed seashell stuff. So you wouldn't want your grandmother to be stuck owed. You're just going to have to think about that one a minute. All right, you guys have a nice week.